everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this occasion, I'm Ulfa Nurvita, student ID number 07 from class Syariah Business Economy, Class A Agribusiness Study Program, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Trunojoyo Madura. In this video, I will present the result of the answer to the final exam of Syariah Business Economy regarding the difference between using murabahah konteks diagram, asalam, istisna, hodern, rohen, dan wadiah with lecture Novi Diana Badru Tamami, SPMP. The topics to be explained are regarding the difference between the first contract murabahah, number 2 asalam, number 3 istisna, number 4 hodern, number 5 rohen, and the last wadiah. The first is the murabahah contract scheme. The procedure or scheme for implementation of the murabahah agreement can be carried out with several provisions, namely, first, the bank and the customer enter into a financing contract for the sale and purchase of an item. In the contract, the bank acts as the seller and the customer as the buyer. Second, the bank purchases the goods that the customer wants from the seller supplier and is paid in cash. Furthermore, the goods purchased by the bank are sent by the supplier to the customer. For the customer receives the purchased goods. Then for the goods purchased, the customer pays his obligation to the bank in installment for a certain period of time. The second is the asalam contract scheme. Explanation of the flow of the salam contract scheme, namely, the first negotiation with an agreement between the seller and the buyer regarding the greeting transaction to be carried out. Number 2, after the contract is agreed, the buyer makes payment for the desired goods in accordance with the agreement that has been made. Number 3, in asalam transaction, the seller begins to produce or completes the stage of planting the product that the buyer wants. After the product is production, at a before of delivery date, the seller sends the good according to the agreed quality and quantity specification date to the buyer. As for para salam transaction, which are usually used by seller Islamic bank who do not produce salam product themselves after agreeing on a contract greeting and receiving funds from salam customer, then separately make salam contracts with farmer as products of salam product. Number 4, after agreeing on the second greeting transaction, the bank immediately makes payment to farmer. Number 4, within a certain period of time, based on agreement with the bank, the farmer sends salam product to the farmer in accordance with the specification. Number 9, banks requested documents for delivery of salam products to customer for farmers. The third is the istisna contract scheme, where the istisna contract is divided into two. The first is a simple istisna contract. Simple istisna contract scheme, so it can be seen in the schematic drawing of the contract. For example, a buyer, mustasni, purchases a custom cupboard from a manufacturer. When the buyer has ordered a custom wardrobe according to the desired specification, the negotiation and an istisna contract with occur. In negotiation and istisna contract, they will discuss related goods such as the specification of the desired goods, the payment system, paid in advance in installment, and the end. Then the producer will produce the goods according to what the buyer wants. When the goods are finished, the producer will send the goods to the buyer and the buyer will receive the goods. The second istisna contract is parallel. In the picture, it can be seen that there are two dotted lines. The blue dotted line in the first istisna, while the red dotted line in the second istisna. The flow is the first istisna, where the customer comes to the Islamic bank to order the manufacture of goods in the form of a house. Then, products to step 1A, namely the negotiation and contract stage between the customer and the Islamic bank. When the customer has negotiation, then enters the second istisna stage, namely the Islamic bank will order of house from the producer, and here there will be negotiation and an istisna contract. Then, when the Islamic bank has negotiation and is going with the producer, the bank to the first istisna, namely at stake 2A, the customer will pay for the house with an agreed payment system, paid in advance, in installment, or paid at the end. When stake 2B has been carried out, then it's generally paid in cash. When stakes 2A and 2B have been carried out, the process to stake 3A, namely the producer will send the goods to the customer. Since the ordered item is a house, what is given to the customer is the building and proof of ownership. Meanwhile, the documents of proof of ownership will be sent to Islamic bank. The fourth is the hard contract scheme. For the above scheme, it can be illustrated that mukrik is only a forum for distributing people's funds the form of zakat, infak, and sodaqah in the form of hard, namely a loan without any profit. In the hard, the customer is obligated to return funds to the mukrik in the amount of the loan that has been obtained, in the sense that the mukrik receives a return of capital from the customer. The mutarid customer submits a loan to the mutarid using a contract. The loan is a loan for business capital managed by the customer. The customer or mutarid runs the capital for a business. After getting business profit, the customer returns the business capital he borrowed. The profit arrived from the customer business or 100% for the customer themselves. The 50 is the Rohan contract scheme. Through a Rohan contract, the customer submit movable goods and the pawn shop store and maintains it in the place provided by the pawn shop. For the stock process, costs will arise which include the investment value of the stock area, maintenance costs, and the entry activity process. On this basis, it is justified for the pawn shop to charge a retail fee to the customer according to the amount agreed by both parties. Pegadaian only benefit from space retail fees, not additional interest or capital rentals that are calculated from the loan. The last is the Wadi'ah contract scheme, which is divided into two. Namely, number 1, Wadi'ah Amanah contract scheme. Wadi'ah Amanah contract is illustrated in a simpler process, i.e. the custodian will provide the goods to be deposited, but as a service for stock, the depositor pays. This usually happen in Islamic bank on safe deposit box product. Number 2, Wadi'ah Damanah contract scheme. If from the money player in the Wadi'ah Damanah contract and the bank makes a profit, bank does not have the right to give bonus. But generally, bank gives these profits as gift or bonus to customer voluntarily, and in Islam this is allowed. When viewed from the scheme above, the goods or assets that are deposited are turned by the bank in business which then from the business generates profit that are specifically instead from the bank. The bank decision to give a bonus or not depends on the bank own policy. Okay, maybe that's all I can say. Thank you very much for your attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.